Chaos surrounds me. But I keep resounding, rebounding, and bouncing back. I stay resilient, militant in the wartime. Of course I'm delivering freedom with the torchlight. It's only beginning, and though I remain aware, I am never scared, prepared to protect what is nearest and dearest. Because I am cautious, hear this, I am fearless.
Where have you been? I'm sorry. I was just hanging out with... It's the third time this month. Maybe I've been a bit too carefree recently, but... Too carefree! I love it. I really do. It's funny. There's a much better word for too carefree. It's called careless. You know the rules, Bliss. Now get your act together before I give you a lot more to care about.
What's going on out here?
Dad! Oh, I'm so sorry I broke curfew, but I promise I won't happen again.
Go to your room, Bliss. Me and your mother need to talk.
What do you think you're doing? Coddling her like that? How is she ever going to learn from her mistakes if you keep saving her from the consequences?
Learn? What, that her mother's a self-righteous control freak? You're the one who keeps insisting on this curfew. Let her stay out longer, that's what I say. Problem solved.
Don't play dumb. The time she gets back is irrelevant. The problem is that she keeps pushing the envelope because you keep letting her.
I didn't let her do anything. Is enjoying the hug from my daughter really that criminal? It's called affection, Meredith. You do remember affection, don't you?
You're missing the point.
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing. Bliss, get out here.
Yes, Dad?
Get your license. Let's go for a drive. You little fox. You're supposed to be in trouble, you know that?
Yeah, I know. But I had a feeling you wanted to leave, almost as much as I don't.
What? No. Twice as much, at least. don't need to gas it on a hill this steep.
Oh, sorry.
Let's change lanes.
Okay.
Okay, nicely done. We'll just stay here for a while. So how was school today?
Amazing. I met the most beautiful boy in dance class today. And I think he likes me.
Oh yeah? What makes you say that?
Well, for starters, when our instructor told us to partner up, you know, for group dancing, he rushed all the way from the other side of the studio just to talk to me.
Other side, huh?
Oh yeah.
I don't like that. But I respect it. So what's his name?
Yeah, so about that. I don't exactly know yet.
You fell in love while dancing, but you don't know his name.
No, but I will. Besides, we continue partner work tomorrow, and at this point, he's like practically stuck with me, so.
Easy! You can't just step on the brake every time you get scared.
I know, you're right. I gotta try to stop doing that.
You're trying too hard already.
What? How can I practice without trying, Dad?
Well, you still need to try, just less. You know, once you get the car up and going, just let it roll on its own for a while. It's called cruising. You know, new drivers, they often learn how to speed up and slow down, but they rarely learn the art of the cruise, even though it's equally as important. Think about it like this. If you're always stepping on the gas and stepping on the brake, you're less likely to have control of the car and therefore more likely to cause an accident. So instead, focus on the cruise. Adjust to everything happening out here always, but try to take some time to enjoy the ride.
Okay. Hey, Dad, I'm sorry, but I have a question if that's okay.
Yeah.
What happened to you and Mom? It's just that I don't know, neither of you just seem, I don't know.
Happy?
Yeah. Like you're telling me here to take my time to enjoy this ride. Why is that?
It's a tough question to answer. I guess after all these years, we kind of grew apart.
I see. Is there anything at all, that I can do when I'm married to prevent that happening to me?
Yeah, of course. You know, romantic gestures, dates and thoughtful gifts. Those help. At first. Until you feel like you're the only one doing them. Or the only one who cares. You know what, Bliss? I'll say this. Regardless of what other people do or don't do, you can always adjust.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's take this next exit over here.
So you mean to tell me without any thought whatsoever, he just chose you? That's odd.
I mean, we don't know what's going on in his head. He could have planned it out too.
Doesn't matter. Still hot.
It was a beautiful moment, you guys. We made eye contact. Oh. He smiled at me, so of course I smiled back. Next thing I know, he comes running right over to me. We chat a little bit, and boom, we just became dance partners.
Well, what kind of eye contact was this? Was it one of these? Oh, I know, one of these. I know, one of these. Oh, that one right there. Yeah, one of each. Exactly.
Well, don't look too soon, because now he's coming. forgot your name yesterday, but my name's Bliss.
It's Lucid. Nice to officially meet you, Bliss.
Lucid? What a beautiful name.
Shall we?
Young love is precious, like a torch that burns bright, but never lasts long. Tragically, all good things must come to an end. And some say all pleasure yearns for eternity, yet experiences itself in a moment. But naive devotion isn't always short-lived and vain. Lovers or not, unwitting fools are often revert from the wisdom in their failures. Although fiery passion blinds who's ever moved by it, to those at a safe distance, it's illuminating. So who's to say whether youthful romance is more inclined to take life rather than give it? For all we know, it may be the very ambrosia of Mount Olympus, that sappy nectar which memorializes all who taste its everlasting legacies. Stories are alive in us, so the fleeting ecstasy of love can absolutely find purpose beyond itself. But first, it must become an unforgettable tale.
How's the sirloin?
What a ridiculous question. You made it, so obviously amazing.
I know. Asking was a huge mistake.
I want to go on for this.
I mean, you do have 9 months of lost time to make up for.
You don't plan on having kids anytime soon, do you, Amber?
Me, take care of another person? I can barely keep myself alive. In fact, MSL people who encounter death several times are statistically almost always naturally attractive.
Oh.
Actually, I said you were almost naturally selected. But if death is anything like a bachelor on the prowl, then you, my friend, are naturally stunning. Oh, thank you. No, don't mention it. Anyway, Bliss, now that you've been at it for a few weeks, tell me, what's it like being a mom?
Well, it's magical, surreal. At times terrifying, though, don't get me wrong. But beautiful.
Bliss Green, you sure do have a way with words.
Thank you, I appreciate that, but, Green? You were our maid of honor, remember? It's Jackson now.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Jackson. Oh, I am for real.
Oh, okay. How long are you waiting to talk one for?
All that information is strictly classified from the public sector. If I told you I'd legally have to kill you, it would be a bummer.
Ah, yes. It's reassuring to know that killing me would bum you out. I mean, what even is friendship if it's not a prolonged reluctance to murder someone?
Guys, don't be ridiculous. The prolonged reluctance to murder someone is not a friendship. It's a marriage. Yes.
You got that right.
By the way, what's this wine you picked out? It's fabulous.
Oh, thank you, but it wasn't me. It's from Lucy's collection. Pizza said I brought it tonight.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Green, I have a question for you. Oh, and what's that? What character trait or mindset is most important to you as a parent? Asking for a friend.
Oh, I like that question. To me, parenting is about being able to sacrifice your own wants and needs to prioritize those of the child.
Sacrifice. That makes total sense. And how about you, Mrs. Green? What do you think? I think it ultimately comes down to being a good provider.
Children are expensive. And at the end of the day, for them to have any real kind of comfort, someone has to pay the bills. Speaking of which, has Lucid had an appliance at his new shop lately?
Business is a tad bit slow right now. But I'm not worried. Not worried in the slightest. Once people realize that he's the best mechanic in town, they won't want to go anywhere else. And besides, I'll be back to dancing in no time, I promise.
I see. And how's the baby? My precious little Genesee.
As beautiful and as healthy as they come. By the way, I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to bring her tonight. It's just, gosh, traveling with a kid that young is just so difficult. I mean, I'm sure you guys know.
We know.
Oh, speaking of, it's him right now. Sorry, give me a moment. Hey, babe, is everything all right?
Bliss? It's Genesee. She won't stop shaking. I'm really scared. I'm taking her to the emergency room on 3rd Avenue right now.
What? Okay, on 3rd? Just, give me 15 minutes. I'll be right there. Don't do anything. Just wait for me, please, okay?
Okay, drive safe. See you soon.
What was that?
Something's wrong with Genesee. A seizure? Maybe? I don't know yet. I won't know until I get to the emergency room, so I have to leave right now.
Are you okay to drive?
I'm fine, Mom. You have had a few. I'm fine. Thank you guys so much for dinner, but I really gotta go.
You're going to St. Peter's on 3rd, right?
Yes.
I'll come too. I know a shortcut.
The faster the better. Let's go.
Okay. On 3rd, you're going to take a right. That's going to take you to a hill. At the bottom is a T-junction. You make a left.
Okay, so right, then left?
Yes.
Okay, easy. Hey, is it just me? Or is Mom like really on my case tonight?
I don't know. You tell me. How so?
I don't know. It's like after I graduate high school, she disappears off the face of planet Earth. But then as soon as Genesee is born, she all of a sudden wants to become grandmother of the year. Like, what is up with that? Don't get me wrong. I'm so glad my daughter's loved. I mean, truly, I am. I just guess it'd be nice to get some of that toury once in a while. Does that make any sense?
I do notice it, now that you mention it. Your mother has a soft spot for Genesee. Spot that's been vacant for a long time. But if you feel like she's getting on your case, to me, that seems like a separate issue.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes she thinks that I won't be a good parent. I mean, all the time, it feels like she's trying to micromanage my parenting, my marriage, my life. I don't know. Maybe I am overthinking it. Maybe I am. But then yet again, what kind of mother am I? We are on our way to the emergency room.
Bliss, remember to cruise.
Gosh. I knew it was too soon to leave her alone with Lucid, but I just...
Bliss, right here!
No, just watch. I'll be a way better mother than she ever was.
Bliss, you're going too fast!
Knock, knock. What are some mighty ones you got there? Mightiest I ever heard. There you go. Well, I know that mystery meat is just divine, but try not to eat it too fast there. You'll upset your stomach.
Why am I so hungry and thirsty?
Well, when it comes to consuming food and water, the ID route can get the job done, but it never really satisfies.
Wait. How long have I been asleep?
Let's see, today's Thursday, so about 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks? Wait. What? What? Oh! What happened? My head hurts. Why can't I remember?
Well, you did hit your head pretty hard on the dash, like one of those little guys you bop up on their bobble noggin.
Wait, what did you just say?
A bobble noggin.
No, not that. You said I hit my head on the the crash. My dad. Genesee. Where's my family?
I'm sure you must have a lot of questions. If you can wait just a moment, the doctor will be in to see you shortly.
No. My dad, Walter Green, he was in the car with me. And my daughter, Genesee Jackson, my husband brought her here. Where's my family? Where are they?
On second thought, I'll go get the doctor.
Come on, pick up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, hon. It's me. I'm at the St. Peter's ICU, I think. What happened to my dad? Genesee, gosh, Genesee. Just please tell me that they're okay. The nurse here, she wasn't very, oh gosh, what's the word? Informative. Yeah, she wasn't informative at all. Especially for someone so damn talkative. Look, I just really need you here right now. So as soon as you get this, please, Lucid, call me back. I love you.
Good evening, Miss Jackson. I'm Dr. Perez, your lead cardiologist here at the intensive care unit at St. Peter's. In a few moments, I have some questions about the specific symptoms you may be experiencing, but until then, as a generality, how are you feeling? Take your time. You're overwhelmed. Everyone would be. This is a lot to take in. You know what? My questions can wait. I'm sure you're wondering about your family.
Just please, tell me they're okay.
I'm sorry, Bliss. It's not that simple.
No.
Your father was Walter Green, correct?
Yes.
I'm afraid he didn't make it.
Jealousy.
Your daughter, right. Well, I did look into it, but according to our system, we have no record of a Genesee Jackson. Is it possible she was taken to another hospital?
No.
Is there someone I can call for you?
No.
I see. Well, I will be back with those questions. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
You got my text. Good. It's been lonely here. As it turns out, Bliss's father truly was gone. And strangely enough, whatever happened to Genesee that night, why she was brought to the hospital but never actually arrived, is still uncertain. I have my suspicions, but they're just that, suspicions. I need answers. You know, I've been thinking about the best way to ask my dad this for a long time now. And tonight, I think I finally will. It's a sensitive topic for him, so I'm sure he won't want to discuss it. But if you were Genesee, your mom had a psychotic break, wouldn't you want to know the cause of it? Well, I am, and I do. So, wish me luck.
Is it just me, or are the stars a bit more vibrant tonight?
No, you're right. They definitely are.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play a little game. This is something your mother and I used to do all the time when we were dating. You know when you look at clouds and try to recognize shapes in them? It's just like that, but with stars instead.
So, we come up with our own constellations.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never thought about it like that. Creating our own constellations, but yes, you're absolutely right. Now you go first. I'm sure you see something by now.
Alright, I got one. There's a tall tree that starts right there and right about there.
You know I planted that tree, right?
Oh, did you? What kind of fruit grows on it?
Star fruit?
You're such a dad. Alright, it's your turn now. What do you see?
There! A pirate ship, just off Port Bow!
Shall I ready the cannons, Captain?
Heavens, no, it's too late for that. All we must do now is surrender and accept our fate.
So it be so. But, to take your mind off that, would you like something to take the edge off?
Alright?
Because I got Cool Ranch and nacho cheese.
I don't think I've ever been so happy to see chips in my life. Cool Ranch? Wait.
Dad, can I ask you a question?
Sure, sweetie. Fire away.
This might seem a bit random, but it's about the night Mom crashed her car soon after I was born. She's told me the story a few times, but what I still can't seem to understand is if I had a seizure, why was I never taken to the hospital? It seems a bit counterintuitive.
First off, sweetie, I did take you to the hospital. Oddly enough, when we got in the car, the screaming and shaking just stopped. By the time we got you to the hospital, you're practically fine. Your mother, on the other hand, was being rushed in on a stretcher. It was at that point I decided to book you an appointment so the three of us could spend the night together.
Alright, so I did have a seizure. I was just never admitted. That makes sense. So, when did we leave?
You left in the morning. Your grandmother came and picked you up. I stayed another 3-4 4 days just hoping she'd wake up. Then I had to go to work. For 2 weeks waiting on that phone call. It really took a lot of life out of me.
I bet. Looking back, do you still think I had a seizure?
Not entirely. My second guess actually was an intense allergic reaction either to your baby formula or your bed sheets. So just to be safe, I changed both, and we never had another episode, so I never had a reason to question it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have either. Now that I think about it, it's kind of silly only having mom's side of the story. After all, she is on antipsychotics.
She does have a strange perspective these days, but that's why we need to look out for her.
Do you think she'll ever be,
Normal?
Yeah, that.
I wouldn't count on it. Besides, normal? That's overrated. She sees the world differently, and that's okay. She's family.
Hey, Mom, can you pass the butter? Mom, the butter.
Sorry about that. I was just spaced out.
Here you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
The salmon is delicious, Lucid. And for some reason, you're the only one who remembers that I'm a pescatarian. You know, pescatarians are scientifically proven to live longer. You should become one too.
Nah, that's all right. I'll live long enough. Besides, I'm not religious.
Oh, sweetie.
What?
Pescatarians don't eat any meat, other than fish, of course.
I'm sorry, Grandma, but if there is a God, I'm sure he doesn't care about your diet that much.
It's not a religion, Jen. It's just a kinder way to approach the world.
Well, I know a couple of fish that might disagree.
Hey, Mom. I know you're probably sick of me asking, but can you please go to my track meet tomorrow?
I don't know, Jen.
It is the last one of the season.
I want you. You have to believe that I really, really want you. But I can't, these days it's just so hard. Even from me getting from room to room, I don't know.
I know you're tired all the time, which is why you never come, but it is my junior year of high school and you haven't been to one. I won't be upset if you fall asleep, I promise.
But Jen, me, out there,
You used to dance in front of crowds to career. Where's that woman?
that was a long, long time ago. Besides, leaving the house is too overwhelming for me, and you know this.
You could have tried.
Enough, Jen. Isn't your Aunt Emma expecting you for a sleepover tonight?
Yeah.
Have you even packed yet?
No.
Go do that now, please. Hey, listen. Whether or not you come to this track meet, you have my full support. I need you to know that.
I do.
Absolutely. That being said, Jen has been training for this non-stop. I mean, it's practically all she talks about. And she's really good too. You ought to see her throw that discus. It would mean the world to her if you came.
But Lucid, I'm so scared.
I'll be there the entire time.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah?
Yeah, for Jen.
That's my girl.
All right, Dad, ready. Here are your PMs, Dr. Atkins said to take them right after dinner.
Bliss, don't you have something to say to Jen?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for getting my meds. And I will be there at your track meet tomorrow.
You will?
Yes. I know. We know how important that is to you. So, yes, I'll be there.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
All right, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to take off. It's getting late. Again, dinner was lovely, Lisa.
I am so proud of you today. Oh, and don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of those once I get back. The sink's still clogged. I'm gonna need to snake the drain.
I don't know what I got you, hon. Drive safe, you guys. Lucy. Lucy, is everything okay?
Oh yes, everything's fine. I just came to talk about Bliss, if that's all right.
Of course. But why so late?
I hate to say it, but I'm afraid inviting her to Jen's track meet might have been a huge mistake.
Oh, do tell.
Well, her hallucinations, they're getting much worse, and I'm afraid in a crowd full of strangers, she won't be able to control them.
Getting worse? In what way? Can you give me an example?
You know when she stares off into space sometimes?
Frankly, it's hard not to notice.
She actually believes that these spaces are occupied by these creatures.
Creatures? What kind?
I don't know exactly how she imagines them, but I hear her talking to them. She really believes that they somehow protect her. And I can't help but wonder, could they be dangerous? I mean, what if they tell her to do something harmful? Is she just gonna do it?
I don't think so. Even if she had to, Bliss couldn't inflict pain on anyone or anything.
Well, if nothing dangerous, what will she do tomorrow?
What she always does. Embarrass the whole family. Bliss isn't violent, Lucid. She's just a selfish, spoiled brat.
Selfish? How so?
How so? Are you seriously telling me that you've never stopped once to consider what type of contribution she makes to your household?
I mean, the thought has crossed
If I've learned anything in this life, it's that there are only two kinds of people in this world. Givers and takers. You are a giver. That's why I like you. And you have your shop, and since you're responsible, you do fine for yourself. But Bliss is a taker. It's in her nature.
I suppose she can be a bit entitled.
Entitled? Huh. Entitled is an understatement. Bliss is a vampire. She exists to suck the life out of others. And her wild hallucinations, left untamed, will only exacerbate the cancerous purpose. Look, it's a tough pill to swallow. But it's better to know the truth. That's why you came here, is it not? To know the truth?
Yes. In the spirit of that, I do have one more question.
Go right ahead.
I'll understand if this is too personal, but it's about the night Bliss crashed her car.
Oh, you mean the night she killed my husband? What do you want to know?
I want to know why. Why did she crash her car directly into a line of buildings at that? She doesn't remember, so I'm forced to speculate. Was she driving too fast? Did she have something to drink?
She was drinking, come to think of it. In fact, I urged her not to drive, and she did anyways. And as a result, I've suffered Walter's unnecessary death every day since. Look, like I said, the less people she's around, the better. Look, Lucid, I don't want to tell you how to run your household. You are a grown man. But since you asked, after tomorrow, I would suggest never taking Bliss out in public again. It's hard, I know, trust me. But she's held both you and Genesee back for far too long already.
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your evening. I certainly appreciate your advice. You've given me a lot to think about.
Of course, anytime. By the way, I'm sure this goes without being said, but we should...
Don't worry. Everything was spoken in complete confidence.
If you need anything else, just stop by.
Come on, dear. Just one step at a time. Just like musical scales. It's okay to take it in, Bliss. The air won't bite. How does it feel on your skin?
I feel the sun. It's warm.
How does it feel?
It's soft and gentle. Like a baby almost.
See? A little rattled at first, but it's not so bad.
You didn't sign up for a traumatized life. I know that. Yet here you are still with me. I never thought I'd be able to face up to my fear, but with you, I feel like I can do anything.
Loving you, Bliss, gives my life purpose. I find meaning in it, a noble one. It's my privilege to shepherd this family. Now, how about we use that newfound courage of yours to go cheer on our daughter?
Sounds awesome.
Careful for that spill, I still need to fix that. Oh, I almost forgot. We just need to make a quick pit stop at my shop on our way to Jen's school.
Oh,
I made her a sign.
a sign, huh?
More than anything, it'll probably just embarrass her, but I was feeling crafty, so I made it.
Why would you want to embarrass her, Lucid?
I'm her father. It's in the job description. Besides, one day, she's a bit older and not so set in her ways, enamored by her friends. She'll see all these cringy dad moments as caring dad moments in disguise.
Are you sure about that?
Nope, but it's worth a try, I suppose.
Touche. Your logic is airtight.
Speaking of airtight, it's getting a little stuffy in here. Mind rolling down the window?
Now this is wind. Don't go too fast. Gotta go to cruise.
That's the best part, my dear. I'm just gonna go to the shed real quick, okay? You're fine in the car for 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
That's my girl.
Wow. I haven't been in here in years. Huh. Look at all the tools he's got. Well, new to me at least. Hey, babe, did you hear that sound?
I thought I told you to stay in the car.
Oh, I was going to, but I just got...
Go back now.
What was that?
Bliss! Go back to the car now! Bliss! Come back!
Mom, Dad, I'm so happy you're here.
Especially you, Mom. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Very happy.
What you got there?
Oh, you know, this little token of my love.
Jen is the best. Her throw is exquisite. When she goes, you don't want to miss it.
Don't you feel special?
Actually, more like throwing up.
Baby.
Oh, Bliss? No way. What are you doing here?
Hi, guys. It's good to see you, too. I'm sorry. Do you mind if I just go say hi?
Of course, I gotta get back to my team anyways.
Okay. Good luck, honey. You're going to do great.
Break a leg, Jen. You'll do great.
Am I dreaming right now? No, this is real life because I see her too.
It's really no big deal, you guys. I'm just like the rest of you at home, attending your daughter's track meet.
Oh, right. Well, sorry about making a scene then. I mean, it's just the first time you've been out of the house in forever. So as your best friends, Amber and I are morally obligated to celebrate because this is the biggest deal. Yeah, the biggest deal I've seen in a long time. Till somebody brings back that $5 footlong bankroll moves, bro.
Yeah, thanks for the encouragement.
In all seriousness, if you don't mind me asking, how did you do it? Get out of that house, I mean, you haven't left since Jen was a baby.
Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest with you, Lucy talked me into it.
And you just did it?
Well, not exactly. I mean, as soon as we got out of the house, I wanted to retreat and immediately go back inside, but
I had to practically pry her off the doorknob.
Wait a minute, you just manhandled her?
Essentially, yeah.
Why didn't I think of that? It's simple and yet so effective. I'm confused. Is using force to get your way supposed to be a good thing?
I don't say it's a good thing. That's up to you. What I will say is it was necessary. Speaking of necessity, I need to go find the restroom. I'll be right back, babe.
hey, guys, I have a question for you. You know how they say ignorance is bliss? Do you think it's true?
No, not even. You're like totally smart. Yeah, you really misunderstood the question there. She's asking if being ignorant makes you happier. Oh, I mean, I would say so. Take a look at me. I don't know anything. And I might look a little Take it away, Emma. Well, as the official group Brainiacs, I would say that being ignorant can make you happier in the short term, but usually not in the long term. After all, you know there's more to the phrase, right?
Wait, there's more?
Mm-hmm. Ignorance is bliss until it kills you. I'm gonna die.
Wait, no, if ignorance is bliss until it kills you, then what does that make knowledge? Distress until it saves you?
Is knowledge distress until it saves you? I guess it depends on what the knowledge is about, but why are you asking?
Hey guys, look what I found.
Don't you mean who?
We'll talk more later.
Hi, you made it this time. I know, sweetie. I'm always punctual. Hello, girls.
Hi, Mrs. Dreams. Sup, dude?
Do you hear that? That's that sound again. I am only going to say this once. Keep your delusions to yourself.
Jen!
What's the matter with you?
There was a snake. There was a snake right there. It was about to attack Chad. Oh, come on, you guys. I could be the only one who saw it. It was right there.
You are severed from reality, Bliss, and clearly so desperate for attention. So selfish. When she needed it the most, you couldn't let your own daughter have the moment in the spotlight.
Oh, knock it off. Just because none of us saw a snake doesn't mean it wasn't there.
Back off, Emma. This isn't your fight.
Actually, unlike you, Meredith, I actually care about the people that I say I love. So yeah, this is my fight.
Bliss is nothing but a harm to the people around her. Look at Jen, my deceased husband.
That was an accident.
You were drinking and driving.
What? I was not driving drunk. I crashed because. My brakes were out.
Either way, I'm not going to stand here and watch you hurt the rest of my family. Should have been you who died in that crash.
Go away. Please just leave me alone. I just need to think. Will you please let me think? Come on.
Bliss?
Emma, you answered.
Bliss, can I call you back in the morning? It's like 3 o'clock.
No. Besides, I just have one quick question. Hypothetically speaking, how long would it take to cut the brakes on someone's car? What? How long would it take to cut the brakes on someone's car? Hypothetically.
I don't know, like 5 minutes? Why, are you like trying to plan a murder?
No. Trying to solve one.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Bliss, what's going on?
I'm afraid to say. You know what happened to the boy who cried wolf, don't you?
Yeah, but what is that?
Well, I'm the girl who cried snake. And before I do it again, I need to be absolutely sure, beyond any doubt whatsoever, that he really is one.
He.
I'll explain later. Thank you, by the way, for everything.
Yeah, sure, just
Promise me you won't do anything rash?
Sure thing. Good night.
Good night.
Ah, 6 digits. Jen's birthday. Huh. My birthday? No. Interesting. Once I open this, there's no going back. But I don't care. Rather be tormented by the truth than comforted by a lie. Prescribed to me? That doesn't make any. Different in every single way. You switched them. Oh. Feeder mice? That snake. It was you.
I told you not to come here, Bliss. You are really making this hard for me.
For 16 years. You've been switching up my medication, deteriorating my mind and body, single-handedly making me agoraphobic. And Jen, she desperately wanted me out of that house. And you had to be sure, absolutely sure, that if I did, it would never happen again. So, you only coaxed me out yourself, only to try harming her in front of you with that snake.
Put down the gun.
And yet, I was only put on those meds after the crash on 3rd. You never did to the hospital that night, did you? Did you? You didn't have to. Instead, you came to my parents' nice place we were eating, and that is when you cut the brakes on my car. A simple job, especially for the best mechanic in town. After that, I'm sure a fake phone call or a fake emergency would do the rest. I'm also sure that you had me rush to St. Peter's ICU, knowing that the fastest way there was down that massive hill. You murdered my father, obliterated my career. You shattered my psyche. The
You're the one who's psychotic, remember? No one's gonna believe you. Besides, all I see is a couple pill bottles and a ton of wild accusations. Where's the hard evidence?
I'll leave more evidence for court. Sure. But this is enough to make me finally feel safe again. You can't prey on me anymore, Lucid. I am free.
I'm not a predator! I'm a mechanic. I fix up pretty little things like you. You've always caught my eye.
I am not a thing, you creep. And I didn't need to be fixed until you broke me.
Listen, Bliss. I'm not gonna tell you again. Put down the gun!
Savor this moment, Lucid. Because this is the last time I'll ever do what you say.